Newsroom, and that apparent explosion did create a few injuries. Bill Hughes joining us now live from the scene with the very latest. Bill.
Hey, Matt. An explosion did rock the Darling Foods Darpro building and the surrounding area at 10th and Grover, also near Flournoy Street here in Paducah. At least 2 employees were treated for injuries on the scene, and 1 was confirmed to have been taken to a hospital. On the south side of the building toward 10th Street, debris was thrown across the property, through and over the fence, and across 10th Street. A Public Works employee, their office is just up 10th Street from this food facility. A Public Works employee actually found a large pipe from the boiler, had bounced off of 10th Street, off of 11th Street, and was laying against a bush. When I arrived just before a perimeter was set up, water was pouring from the roof, and part of the roof was missing. Police did set up a perimeter. Fire and EMS were also on the scene. The Paducah Police Mobile Command Center just arrived a few minutes ago. Pam Spencer, the city's public information officer, confirmed that it was a boiler explosion, and she said that the opposite side of the building was also blown out. She said it was remarkable with something this size that it wasn't worse.
The police officers and fire have been going around checking the neighborhood, kind of setting up a perimeter. But I guess it's amazing with the size of the damage and 1 injury. It could have been so much worse.
Police have been going door to door, checking on homes and residents where debris was found, while fire department officials are checking out the building. Once the residents and the building are deemed to be okay, they will reopen area streets around the Darling Foods building here on 10th Street. I'm Bill Hughes, live on the scene in Paducah.
And Bill, one quick question for you. Have you been able to talk to anybody? I know we're getting reports in from folks even as far away as Massac County that actually felt the ground shake when the explosion took place. Have you talked to anybody or heard from anyone, to indicate really how intense that it was right there in that area?
Actually, yes. I spoke to someone who works in the Paducah City Public Works building. Like I said, it's about a block and a half, 2 blocks up 10th Street from this plant. And he said he was in the break room, and the ceiling tiles above him dropped about 2 feet and then went back up when the blast happened. And another employee said it sounded like a bomb went off.
Wow. All right. Well, Bill Hughes reporting live in downtown Paducah. Bill, thanks for that report. And it has been a week across western Kentucky when it comes to this type of a situation, where we turn our attention now to Murray State University, where most roadways there have since reopened to traffic. The campus resuming some normal activities after a large explosion there on Wednesday afternoon at Richmond Hall. The investigation, though, is still underway. Our Gary Goen with more on that story.
In a statement Thursday morning, Trooper Jody Cash of the Kentucky State Police said they have transferred control of the explosion scene to the Kentucky State Fire Marshal's office. Cash said their preliminary investigation leads them to believe the explosion is related to a natural gas release. Cash said after consulting with state and federal prosecutors about preliminary findings, the incident is believed to be non-criminal in nature. However, the investigation is ongoing and is expected to take a significant amount of time. KSP also confirmed with Vanderbilt Medical Center yesterday morning that Dakota Fields is still in stable condition. I'm Gary Goen.
Now, West Kentucky Star has asked Murray State University officials if there were properly functioning carbon monoxide or explosive gas detectors inside the residence building prior to the explosion, which would have alerted authorities to the buildup of natural gas. We have not received a response from the university. If that changes, we'll, of course, update this story. To some other news now. A proposed $36 billion state budget in Illinois has passed a critical test, but a powerful legislative leader is saying lawmakers will miss a midnight deadline to avoid starting a 3rd consecutive fiscal year without a budget. The House voting 90-25 late this morning, a short time ago, on a version of a year-long spending plan, but the proposal was an amendment that would need another vote for final House approval. A missed deadline means almost certain downgrade to Illinois' creditworthiness to junk status. The House Speaker Madigan saying that he's sending messages to the major bonding rating houses to give Illinois a little bit more time to secure a deal before a downgrade, and we'll keep you up to date on that developing story as well. For the very latest on the explosion in downtown Paducah, as well as the one at Murray State University that happened on Wednesday, and all the other news, you can go to westkentuckystar.com. I'm Matt McClain.
I'm meteorologist Lou Tom with your weekend forecast, brought to you by Aztec Rental.